All right, today I'm heading back to the Dog and Bone basement pub to install the gate. A couple days ago, as I was helping out my friend Alex with moving out a bunch of stuff out of a hoarder house, Clint came by and picked up the insert window thingy and installed that.
Okay, so we got this from Josh. Josh was not able to bring it, but I was at the shop this morning. Another amazing piece of artwork by Josh. So this is for our little snug, this area is called in here. So, yeah, it's a nice little butterfly on here. So these are supposed to be hops. We wanted to kind of catch the beer theme up here. A little snail, more leaves. And so I'm just going to do an install. And that's it.
And it looks pretty dope. Snail, butterfly, hops, because beer, and vine leaves for the hops vine. It's all looking pretty cool. I'll put a link in the description in case you want to see the build process of that. But today's main focus for me, while Larry and Clint finish up the rest of this project here, is to, excuse me one second, is to make this into a two-piece, yeah, there we go, a two-piece gate. So I gotta cut it, gotta make the hinges, and then install it here on the wall in this archway. And it should be kind of interesting because one of them is at a 45 and one of them is on a 90. So
Is this your first time you've had to drag your welder onto site and do an on-site?
yeah,
So that's kind of cool.
I'm pretty sure there are welders that are meant to do this, but this is just my at-home suitcase welder.
That's right.
So it's not a huge one, but
It works though.
yeah. Okay. What to do first? You know what? I'll cut it. Okay, so this is basically what I have for a hinge. Thinking about taking a length of pipe, welding it onto there to accept one of these on the wall, and it should swing on that. I'm hoping.
Hey, I'm rolling clean off a beam in the drop. Voices in my head, they telling me to stop. Hey, got 20 G's for the
Now I'm out of gas. That looks like absolute dog shit. That is not an acceptable weld at all. In fact, I could probably break that off by accident. Yeah. That is not going to be able to hold anything. Some porosity in there is sometimes good for texture if I'm making art, but this needs to be able to hold its own weight onto the wall. Not acceptable. So some of you know that I've been trying to use up every bit of gas in this cylinder before I go and get a new one, because right now... Are you okay, puppy? Some of you know, if you've been following along with the recent welding projects, that I've been trying to use up the rest of the gas in this cylinder here before I go and get a new one. That is the weirdest bark I've ever heard. Anyway, crazy. Maybe they're gonna respond to that dog barking, because dang, every time I would try to talk again, it would just be like, But anyway, as I was saying, right now we have a shortage on, I don't know on which gases. I know that in the US there's like a shortage on gasoline for cars, but here, the last time I bought welding gas, that's argon gas that I'm using, it was the last cylinder at the facility that I use. So I'm hoping that there's a replacement for it waiting for me here, because I need to finish that project today. So yeah. Oh, the road is blocked. Don't fall for it, man. This person's just gonna have to turn right back. How do they not see that? How do they not see that? Bruh. What? What did you think was gonna happen, dude? Are you blind? Oh man, that's funny. Not the sharpest tool in the shed. But oh, neither am I, because the road is closed. Dang it, because I need to go right beyond that to get to the gas. I'm gonna keep you in suspense because I am in suspense. They had gas. Now we're back in business. Let's put that tack on. There we go. That's better. All right. Put that somewhere in here, like that. I guess we have to close it. How close can it be? Bring the top out, like, it can't be too far. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Obviously those, yeah, your bracket's gotta sit.
Right. So this is our bracketry, something like this. We have to figure out where exactly it can go, however it is going to go. I realized very quickly this is going to be a very trial and error type job. It's going to be safer if I mock up everything at once. Okay, I'm going to mock up the second one. Okay, let's try this. Huh.
Trust?
You got both of those?
Yeah.
This, I think we have to do different pins. Does it look good? Here, let me hold this. You tell me if it looks good from over there in the...
Better?
Yeah. Up above.
It's off.
Yeah, it's because this is sticking way over that way. So it's too far that way, right?
Mm-hmm. There's a lot we can do about that. Now, my original thought was, could that be just literally right on the front?
Yeah, it can. And then leave these ones where they are?
I think so. And that would, you know...
Yeah, then we can move it over this way. Okay.
Yeah,
That's why we're tacking.
Yeah. Let's try that. Any thoughts on the size of those?
Are they too big for you?
I don't know. I feel like they're a little bit oversized for the piece.
Oh, yeah, I can shrink
I don't
them.
know. What you guys thought? Well, let's all conference on that. Am I crazy? No, we don't want them to be a focal point, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
And
were you going to swim around this way for a mount, or?
this one is going to be right in the front.
Oh, okay.
So we can get it up against the wall as close as possible.
Yeah,
and then the other one's pretty good where it is.
Okay, cut them in half and move them.
At least in half.
Okay, done. Still hot, so I don't want to put my hand on them.
That's perfect then.
Dude, that's gnarly good. Perfect. Clint was hoping for squeaks. There's not much for, oh, there we go. There's not much for squeaks, but there is sometimes. So there is still some of that vintage sound, if you will. That's probably not a term, but they seem to work perfect. I really dig the way that they sit against the wall. It looks like I did this on purpose. Yeah, I like it. Clint is just going to put in a, what do you call those things?
Clavos.
A clavos.
Which is Spanish for nail. Nothing fancy. Just a nail.
And these are going to serve... Geez, can you keep it down? These are going to serve as bumpers. It's not really needed, but, you know, just in case. Cool. Right? Yeah.
And they're not out of place because they look like they're meant to be a bumper. I think they're kind of selfish.
Yeah, I like that. Then one on the other side. And then after those are put in, I guess the gate is done. And then Clint is also still working on the rest of this area here.
X's made already. They'll go in tomorrow.
The drawer fronts. The
cooler's got to go in.
okay, a cooler. You're gonna stain the countertop.
Yeah, I think rust and blue. I think it's going to be with an epoxy finish. It should be pretty sweet looking. Be a nice kind of pop of color in here.
Nice.
And then there's a shadow box here I'm going to build with their grandfather's old vintage violin.
Oh yeah, that's the one that we were going to put
That we were
use as inspiration in the gate.
That's right, yeah.
For those of you who watched from the beginning, this gate build, you'll remember that the original idea was to use a violin as part of the embellishment within the gate. I'll put a link in the description for those of you who missed that video. Also, you should follow his Instagram. I'll have that in the description as well. And then, when this is completely finished off, I will come back again and show you guys. But in the meantime, if you want to follow the progress, I'll have Clint's Instagram handle in the description. Whoops.